so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains that last. And to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah. Now that I've been put through it, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever
Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome you to the Monday Free International webinar on Assessing Journal Reputation and Avoiding Predatory Journals. I'm Shivarangi from Skill Address. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused section, please keep your microphone muted during the section. Participants who unmuted without prior permission may be removed. If you want to become a resource person, coordinator for free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please register through that link. Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome you to the one-day free international webinar on Assessing Journal Reputation and Avoiding Predatory Journals. I'm Shivarangi from Skill Address. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused section, please keep your microphone muted during the section. Participants who unmuted without prior permission may be removed. If you want to become a resource person or coordinator for, for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please register through the link.
मीटिंग मीटिंग कॉन्फ्रेंस ज्वाइन करना होना चलो वाला जो ये सबमिट करना है
Good evening, everyone. We warmly welcome you to the one-day free international webinar on assessing journal reputation and avoiding predatory journals. I'm Sivranja from Skill Activate. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes. As some participants are still joining, to ensure a smooth and focused session, please keep your microphone muted during the session. Participants who unmuted without peer permission may be removed. If you want to become a resource person or coordinator for a free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. If you are interested, please register through that link. We will commence the webinar in a few minutes, as some participants are still joining. To ensure a smooth and focused section, please keep your microphone muted during the section. Participants who unmuted without peer permission may be removed. Our special thanks to today's webinar convener Guru Prashant Sir, full-time research scholar, President College. Co-convener Lakshmi Ma'am, Professor at Sheshadrapuram Academy of Business Studies. Thank you all your exceptional efforts and continuously support and planning execution this section successfully. If you want to become a resource person or coordinator for upcoming free online faculty development program, we will provide a link in the comment section. Please register through that link. The Google Meet capacity is currently full. If your friends or colleagues waiting lobby them, please suggest them joining YouTube live chat. The feedback and certificate link will share on YouTube live chat as well as on Google Meet chat. Now, it is my privilege to introduce our esteemed speaker, Dr. B. Prabha Ma'am. Prabha Ma'am, Assistant Professor in the Department of Chemistry at PPG Institute of Technology, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu. She completed her PhD in Chemistry from Karpagaram Academy of Higher Education, Coimbatore, and has over 10 years of teaching experience and more than 9 years of research experience. Her research areas including synthetic organic chemistry, correction studies. Dr. Prabha Ma'am has published over 20 years of paper reputed SCA, Scopus and pre-reviewed journals and has actively participated in several national and international conferences, workshops and faculty development programs. It's over to you, ma'am.
Thank you for your introduction, ma'am. Good evening to Ananda. Today, our session is about accessing reputational journals and avoiding the predatory journals. Shall we move on the topic?
Yes, ma'am.
Is my slides are visible, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Shall we move on the topic? So, first, in our webinar agenda, there is 4 modules. First one is accessing journal reputations and avoiding predatory journals. And module 2, writing compelling objectives and methodology. And the third module goes on budget planning and essentials. And fourth one is common mistakes and success strategies. So we are going to module 1, and first slide is about why this matter today. So today is the publication is the main task in the people who are working in the academical areas. So in this part, the journal reputations are going back. Okay, so in this matter, why publishing is mandatory means it comes under 4 point. So for academic publishing landscape is growing exponential, and increase institutional pressure is another one of the factor, because they following publish and or perish patterns. So if we are publish the patents or journals, if we getting our increment or any other incentives and other things. So now the nowadays the academic platform going like that one. So then next going to that funding agencies are scrutinizing publication histories. So if we are applying any fundings or any other higher things, they are scrutinizing our publications also. So then going back to protecting research integrity in paramount. So our growth is monitored by in a publication way. So in these 4 points, our publication is today very needed one. Okay, so from that unfortunately, these pressures are creating a lucrative market for unethical publishers, so who exploit researchers. So, due to this pressure, the original publication status are going down. So, it is mandatory to survival skill to protect your hard work, your academic reputation, and your institution creditability. We know about the predatory what they are predatory journals and how to overcome it. Okay, and another we are move on to next slide. Okay, so in this second one, what is predatory journals? So we are talking about its journal is predatory. So in what way it is called like this means it is a opportunities publishing venue exploring the need to publish. Okay, so at its core, a predatory journal is comes under a scam. So what they are doing is they are utilizing our pressure and they are getting a profit in large ways. Okay, so they exist slowly and increase the article publishing charges from the authors, and they will publish almost anything submitted to them. They are not encouraging that regardless quality, plagiarism, or even outright nonsense or something. Original research papers are made common demand. Okay, next this charge article processing charges. So in that more number of articles they are set, previously they are open access journals, but they are having an hidden charges in that publication process. So that is also a one of the predatory activity. Next, prioritize profit over academic rigor. So they are using our academic pressure. They are getting more profit, even more every year. Okay. Next, how to evaluation of this predatory publications. So hijacking of the open access model. They are hijacking that open access models and shift from subscription based revenue to author based models. Then the rise of mega journals and automated acceptance algorithm. So if in this automated accepted algorithms, they are accepting anything which are written in a nonsense way, they are publishing that. They are no scrutiny or any other thing when we are paying the application charge, processing charges. Okay, so that type of journals are regarded as predatory journals. So what we know about aggressive solication. So unsolicited overfly flattering email invitation. So nowadays everyone in an academic field having their academic mail IDs are there. So evenly that publication predatory publishers what they are getting means they are getting our academic email id very easily and deliver a lot of message about the journal publication and free of cost and free of cost of book chapter publication. They are email sending an email very frequently to our mail IDs, and request to submit papers outside your specific expertise. So in this area, our specific over than our specific expertise, they are voluntarily asking kindly submit this article about this topic. Only 4 pages are needed. We can publish as much as yearly in possible. They are set these types of components. Okay, and that email from non-professional domains also following this uh, uh, following this kind of activities. Next, the peer review promise. So sometimes some type of journal patent, what they are promising is they are guaranteed to acceptance in 48 hours. That is one of the blind blind notification. Okay, so no one the journal which are reputed in a scopus or a peer reviewed or in a web of science papers, they are not accepted in our paper in 48 hours. So if they are give a guideline that guaranteed acceptance in 48 hours means you are not justified that it is one of the most predatory journals. Okay, then lack of transparency about the review process. So first one, single or double blind review process is there, and also automated review process also there. In an automated review process, they are using AI technologies, and that AI technology is review our paper, and there is also scam way to reduce our plagiarism, and if we have a copied journal means that a way we can get plagiarism less than percentage of plagiarism, and we will publish the articles in our journals. Okay, so that type of blind review process also uh, making an issue. Okay, next, absence of defined retraction policy. So that policy also make that pre-review promises. Okay, next, websites and editorial board. So hidden, confusing or shifting article processing charge are there. So here in our first we use some type of journals. They are only shows about open access only. Then we are going to our personal author, then we are going to our further author instruction. In that author instruction or article processing instruction, they are hidden one line for a processing charges fees, and that processing charges fee also in a high amount. Okay, and it is in dollar terms. Okay, and fake or unauthorized editorial board members. So we are nowadays they are using, most of them are website design or website creators are there. So they are creating their own website or own website designs to about this journal links and journal rules and regulations. So if we clarivate in that clarivate analytics, we can analyze that most of the journals websites are in fake only. Okay, next, for website design, dead links and grammatical errors. So nowadays that predatory journals does not focus on that grammatical errors or uh, plagiarism. They are not checking about that terms. Okay, next, consequences of predatory publishing. So what the consequence we are facing, the this predatory type of publications means mainly we have lost our reputation, we have lost our original research sources. So if the person have an original research and they have a data means, if another person have data only, if that second person have using AI and uh, fitting that data and publishing it improper way, okay, so that it hurts that person who are done the project originally, okay. So what are the consequence means, first reputation damage, so loss of credibility among peers. So reputation damage is first one. Next one is wasted resources, loss of funding spent on illegitimate fees. So we have spent lot of amount, like thousands in lakhs amount of that publication, but they are not indexed in that scopus also. They are only in pre-review journals but not indexed in scopus or any web of science. But in their website they are fixing that we are indexed in scopus and web of science and any other thing. So analysis is must needed to publish before publishing the papers, okay. Next, career stagnation, so unrecognized for promotion or grants. So nowadays that career growth is depend on our personal publications and personal grants. Getting strategy is followed in many academic institutions, and they are facing very much problem in their growth, okay. Next, trapped research, so difficulty in legally publishing the work elsewhere. So that one person publishing their own work is get more difficult nowadays, okay. அடுத்து defining a reputable journal, so affiliated with recognized societies or established publishers. Next, transparent peer review process and clear author guidelines. So once we are going to a journal, we are searching this types of guidelines, and this types of awareness is first we must know, okay. So if we have a one journal name means, we are searching in a Google, that is not enough. So we are searching the journals and analysis it. First it is in a scopus index or not scopus index. They are variable ways to confirm that if that journal is an scopus indexed or not. We are going to the journal page, they are one column is there, indexed in column is there. So if we view in that indexed column, that is not showing an scopus, okay. But they are in their guidelines, they are telling that is scopus index, okay. If defining reputable journals, what they are setting means, if they are giving the guidelines regarding their web page also that have, okay. And verifiable consistent publication history. And next, the okay, others. So metrics are important but they can be faked, okay. So main, if you check the journal by journal impact factor via clarivate analytics. So clarivate analytics is is a tool to verify that that journal is present in a Scopus or in a Web of Science, and what is its particular journal impact factor. Also, that Clarivate Analytics give more information about the journals. Next, beware of fake metrics, global impact factor. So, that global impact factor about the journal also we have to check. Okay. Predatory journals often invent fake metrics like global impact factor or universal impact factor. That is not a common way. We have checked journal impact factor via Clarivate Analytics. Okay. Next, being verifying indexing in Scopus, Web of Science, or PubMed. So, being indexed in Scopus, Web of Science, or PubMed is a strong indicator of legitimacy, as this database rigorously vet the journal they included in that or not. Next is tools for accessing reputation and verification framework. So in this five or accessing tools, if that journal is reputation one or not. First one, think, check, and submit. A cross industry campaign to verify trusted journals. So this means to verify it from Clarivate Analytics, and if our neighbors or our institution not indexed in Scopus or any other Web of Science portal, if we need help from the neighbor who are working in a nearby institution, that institution are registered in a Scopus. Okay. If we check that journal are currently available in Scopus index or not, they are easily clarify that. Okay. Next, DOAJ, Directory of Open Access Journal. So if open access journal means they are not access any processing charges. If zero processing charges is known as open access journals. A whitelist for reputable open accessing journals are present in Scopus website also. Okay, next, UGC CAR list. It is essential for ensuring institutional recognition. So next one, the destination. What exactly do you want to achieve? If you want to achieve an paper in a Scopus, then we do our accessing very minute level. Next, the methodology. The methodology is nothing but it is a roadmap. It disconnect between the uh, these two, that means proposal and rejection. So choosing our methodology is a main way if our paper are accepted or not. If we choose pure and new methodology for a research, if we copycat that methodology means most of them are going to rejection only. So demystifying research objectives. So we have choose research objectives in a curiosity level. Okay. So if we have a 4 or 5 objective of any 2 objective means it is concise about our research work. In that objective, we have explained from our abstract to conclusion is main one. Okay. So our objective must be clear, concise, and declarative statement. And second one, outline specific intended outcome. So outcome is an measurable one, and we have given objective with related with our outcome. Okay. Next one, our objective may be specific and measurable and achievable and relevant and time bound. So these 5 are very much topics we are concentrating to create in an objectives. Okay, so your objectives are anchor for your entire research products. So these objectives are more important, and that is must be declarative statement and clear state exactly what you will do, measure or evaluate. You are completely include in that objectives. Next, in the objectives, there are two types. One is primary and another one is secondary. In these primary objectives, think of that primary objective as your final destination and the secondary subjective as the milestone along the way. You usually only one primary objective provides enough detail for perfect replication by another research, not another research. Okay, and secondary objective break that main goal down. For example, the primary objective is to develop a new solar panel coating. The secondary objective might be to test the coating heat resistance and to evaluate the cost of mass producing the coating. So your primary objective is focused on what you have to be done, and the secondary objective it is belongs to what are the steps you are added in that in your aim and your targets. So in that sub steps are present in your secondary objectives. So they are justify chosen methods over alternative approaches. Next, choosing the right approach. So your methodology must match your objectives. So we are moving to our methodology. Two measurables are must. One is quantitative, another one is qualitative. So what is quantitative means best for testing theories, finding patterns, and making predictions. It relies on numbers, surveys with closed-end questions, and statistical softwares. These details are coming under quantitative methods. Okay, next we are giving a qualitative measures means best for exploring ideas, understanding human experience, and uncovering trends in thoughts. It relies on words, interviews, and thematics analysis. Okay, and mixed methods. Mixed methods uses both to provide a richer, more complete picture about your work. Okay, so example, running a large survey, then interviewing a few participants for deep contest. These are the examples for mixed methods. Next, key elements for of a methodology section. So three key elements for your methodology choosing section is that. So first one is study design, and second one is population and setting, third one is sampling strategy. Okay, so in your study design method, it is experimental, observational, case study information of included in that. Okay, next that population setting, who or what are you studying is included in that. Okay, like who, what, where it going be done, that type of informations you are included in that population and setting. Third one is sampling strategy. How did you choose your topics out of the wider population to avoid bias? So in this sampling strategy is a narrow part. It completely explains your core of the research. Next one, data collection and analysis planning. So if we are writing a journal means if, our first step is data collection. So our data collection is come from only repeated journals. So our data collection, how it become means, it is a description and validation of our instruments, our surveys, and our objectives also. And we move on to second one, it is a data analysis. So here data analysis means what and which software going to be uses our data prediction for the analysis, and from the analysis we get a specific statistical method and getting a define measurable thing to write our conclusions. Okay, next informed consent protocols. So next we after analysis we are moving to our protocols, and protocols is a set of frameworks that uh, informed that what are the rules and regulations we follow to make an journal. Next, data privacy, anonymity, and secure storage plans. So here analysis planning, the second one is data privacy and anonymity, secure storage. So our ideas is in our secure storage plan only before publishing. Okay, next last one is IRP or ethic committee approval status. So in our we are going to publish the journal means this ethic committee approval is main one, to we have to wait for that. So this is not happening in a 48 hours or not in an 1 month. If it is about journals, types of journal, they are scrutining our journals in a different ways. Next, addressing ethical consideration. So how the ethical consideration is making means ethic or a non-negotiable one. Okay, if you are working with human or animal subject, you must explain how you will protect them. This includes obtaining information consent, so ensuring participants to know about what they are agreeing to, what they are do. Okay, maintaining confidentiality, so annoying the data so participant can't be identified, and stating that your study design has been reviewed and approved by an institutional ethic committee. So we are more focused on these three for addressing ethical consideration. Okay, next we are going to a budget plan. Okay, so why budget is a crucial one means it proves financial feasibility in the methodology, and next demonstrate competence in project management, and third one prevents mid project scaling. Okay, so next, core components of a research budget. So these are the core components, and we have split that budget in this way. Okay, so here these three are main components. First one is personal or manpower. It is about our student salaries and stipend. Okay, this occupies 40% of budget, and the second one is equipment. So in that research we need an new machinery or any software license or new another additional instrumentation or comes under this equipment items, and that consumes 25% of our budget. And third one is it is an consumables. So consumable means lab supplies, reagents, printing, and etc. are comes under consumable area, and it consumes 15% of our budget. Okay, and next second ones are travel and contingency. So for our budget elements, this travel and contingency is a main form to they are consuming 10 percentage in our budget. So in travel, field work, data collection, or going to conference related to our project, and attend any other ideas, or getting any other samples from one place to another place, these are comes under travel allowance. Okay, next contingency. This is an unforeseen expenses, or it is called as buffer expenses. These are comes under contingency. And next one is outsourcing. So sometimes our research works are having a specialized test for complete our or target getting our target completion. So the specialized testing is not in our institution, we have to made from outside source. If outside we are choosing an outside source, they are making a more economical. Okay, so that outside sourcing is also one of the most threat to our budget creation. So to create a budget means these five are a main category, and another one that outsourcing also we have to consider in that. Okay, next we are moving to that direct versus indirect cost. So direct cost means they are fund that goes straight into the research. If the project did not exist, these costs would not exist. Example, chemicals, travel. If include purchasing a specific chemical, paying a research assistant stipend, or traveling to a field site, it is or it comes under direct cost. And what are the indirect costs? Are institutional expenses to support the research environment. Example, labscape, admin, uh, the includes the electricity running the lab, administrative uh, staff processing your paperwork, and physical building space. And funding agency usually allow a certain percentage of the total grant to go toward overheads. Okay, next crafting a strong budget justification. So how can we get a strong budget justification? We have to uh, follow this three one is provide and explain and link. So what is mean by, if we are provide a narrative explanation, not just numbers. So example, you must explain the reason behind if you are purchasing or any instrument or any chemical. If you are purchasing it, and give the provide a narrow explanation why they are why they are purchased, means you give narrow instructions to the uh, budget attendees. Okay, so if spectrometer is needed, means just not right to just we need a spectrometer cost 50,000. How we can explain that is, if that our objective 2 is needed, our objective 2 is complete when we have an uh, um, spectrometer which have 50,000. Then only we make an analysis in that spectrometer, then only that objective 2 is completed. Then we move to the objective 3, the chosen model cost. First we make a cost effective and comparative study of that spectrometer model, and submit that also to the granting agents. Okay, So which is the most cost effective, and we what we are choosing is more than one. Okay, so if we choose explanation narrowly for that, compromising the grand notifier. Next, explain why equipment is necessary and link every single expenses back to a specific research objective. So in this crafting a justification, we have to uh, compare the expenses, or we have to link our expenses to our objectives. Okay, next, what are the common budgeting pitfalls? If we are these three are main pitfalls which are mainly affecting our budget areas. So first one is forgetting publication fee for legitimate journals. Okay. So next one, ignoring inflation or tax rate on expensive equipment. And third one is failing to read the funding agency's specific financial guidelines. So these three are the pitfalls which are decreasing our budget in a wrong way direction. Okay, next, common mistakes in manuscript submission. So many excellent papers are rejected before they are even reach peer review, simply because the author didn't follow the rules. So common fatal errors include submitting a sociology paper to a psychology journal. It is a blunder mistake. Okay, next, ignore author formatting guidelines. So author guideline is more important to publish or to submitting the manuscript in one journal. So before submitting that manuscript, you have ensured that our manuscript are in our given guide formatting, following the guidelines given by the journal. Okay, next, generic cover letters. So here the some of the journals are needed that cover letters, so we have must produce that cover letters for publishing process. If we have failed to producing that cover letters, then manuscript submission becomes fails. Okay, next, accidental plagiarism or excessive self citation. So these also a common mistake in our manuscript submission. If what they are doing is and failing to write paper important and relevant journals to the audience. What the final it means extensive self citation. So if the author have an growing their I10 or index or H10 index, they are getting more self citations in their manuscripts. So that extensive self citation also causes the common mistake in manuscript submissions. Next, common mistakes in grant proposals and writing. So for a grant proposals and writing, what are the common mistakes are vague and unmeasurable objectives. If we give an objective in one way and our conclusion is in another way, that is a major mistake for submitting the grant writing. Another one, methodology lacks replication of detail. So methodology is an most one. So what the methodology we have follow is important one. So we have give crucible crucible way to write clear and um, Iman methodology methods. Next, mismatch between proposed timeline, methodology, and budget. So these three are comes in the common link. First one timeline, another one methodology, third one is budget. if we are mismatched in this three, we have getting an uh, grant or proposal is cancelled. Okay, next. So we are moving to another success strategy. So if pre-submission bidding is a first success strategy, so what is use premium plagiarism checker before submission. So don't do an plagiarism in online. It make another plagiarism. It increases plagiarism only, not reduces our plagiarisms. Next, conduct an internal peer review with a colleague. So, before submitting the manuscript or a grant or any other proposal, first conducting pre-review within your institutions and get guidelines from your uh, institution personals. Then corrected that, and then you have to submit that grant or submit that manuscript in a respective journals. Next, meticulous proofread. So this meticulous proofread complete complete plagiarism check and complete grammar check must be done for a manuscript. Then only we have to submit it to the journal. Before that, don't submit the manuscript in the journal. If you are submitting that without doing this, it probably getting out. Next, second strategy, navigating peer review. So, rejection and revision are normal parts of academia. Okay, so don't worry about the rejection. If we made a correction in our manuscript and revised one time and submitting another next time. Okay, next, respond to reviewers comment thoroughly and politely. So this one is main part to get a success. So our reviewer command is a main part to success our manuscript submission. So kindly and politely give your commands, and if you are not understand from the reviewers comment, kindly ask them politely what the development, or we are not, I have not clear about that your question. Kindly resend the comments. Okay, they are resending it, and thoroughly clarify that comments and give the polite and common answers for that. Okay, and next, use feedback to strengthen the manuscript. So once you submitted the feedback manuscript, then analysis that and get a feedback from a 2 or 3 person uh, which are genuinely do perfect in this manuscript submission. And from this analysis, you have to strengthen how to develop our manuscript writing. And third one is success strategies, networking and mentorship. So we have to collaborate with established researchers and attend the conference to understand the current trends. So it is the most important and most relevant one. So if we are attending more conference for understanding our current trends. So if we are not attending and we are doing our academic work, means we are outdate of that current trends. Okay, next is seek mentorship for navigation complex grant application. So this mentorship can create your success or increase your success strategy. So in this summary, we have finally concluded that verify journals rigorously, avoid the predatory trap, and align smart objectives tightly with your methodology. Next, plan budgets realistically and justify every expense, and kindly connect your expenses with your objectives. Next, fourth one is learn from rejection and persist with high academic standards. And thank you for your patience. Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Still, are you there? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for explaining about some topics like identify suitable funding opportunities.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Second was strong round proposal. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
Before we conclude, we would like to thank our sponsors, JIVK Technologies. JIVK offers a publication services including Scopus, SCI, patents, copyright, thesis, and textbook, etc. For any publication assignment, you are me invited to join their WhatsApp group, link in the chat box, as well as on comment section. We also thank all the participants for joining us today. Feedback from for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificate. Before we conclude, we would like to thank our sponsor, JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication services including Scopus, SCI, patents, copyright, thesis, and textbook, etc. For any publication essence, you want me invited to join link in the chat box as well as on comment section. We also thank all the participants joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates.
Shall I leave, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, please post the feedback form in WhatsApp group.
All participants must be fill the feedback and join the group. We share the certificates in the group. Okay.
Before we conclude, we would like to thank our sponsor, JVK Technologies. JVK Technologies offers a publication services including Scopus, SCI, patents, copyright, thesis, and textbook, etc. For any publication essence, you want me invited to joining WhatsApp group, link in the chat box as well as in comment section. We also thank all the participants joining us today. Please fill the feedback form for the certificates. Those who fill the feedback only will get the certificates. Those who fill the feedback can leave the meeting. Thank you.